Good evening, YouTubers. This is ViperBite of the ViperBite Network, and this evening we're going to be going over what I consider to be very important in any preparation for an emergency situation, and that is the Get Home bag. The Get Home bag that we're going to be going over today, I use the Maxpedition Mongo with a few accessories with it. And there's something, though, I kind of combo this bag as a take-to-work bag, but also as a truck bag that I like to carry it. So because I work about 15 miles from where I'm home, I figure maximum would be, depending if there, let's say there was an emergency situation downtown, and it was late in the day, I may have to spend, one night out in kind of suburbia. Where we live at is kind of a combo of city and woods and things of that nature. So I do have some gear to spend the night should I need to. Also, because I work downtown in an office building, there's some things that I cannot carry with me every day. Those, of course, are things that might be considered weapons or offensive weapons. So we'll go over that, and I'll get those out of the bag. And where I put them in is if I'm like driving around town or on a trip or something like that. So with no further avail, we'll go ahead and get started reviewing the contents of the bag. Okay, let's go over first some of the things that I can't bring with me during my everyday carry. Let me just move the light here. First off is this breaker bar here from Conicom. That's probably a little bit too aggressive for where I work at, but I do like to keep it with me when it's in my truck. Next is my Schrade SCHF 16 little neck knife. And I do not keep that in there all the time. Okay, and now for my firearm, and this is loaded, so we'll put it down here. This is my SP-101 Ruger SP-101 357 Magnum. And revolver, 5-shot revolver, and a couple of speed loaders. So I store that here. I got a hook and loop. I store that here in the back of the bag with some other things. So we'll go ahead and finish the contents of that bag. What's in here? I don't like to keep a lot of things in this. There's a couple of bandanas here, or head wraps, do-rags, whatever you want to call them. And you should always have a couple of bandanas. This can help you to filter water, can help for first aid, just a variety of uses. Okay, that cleans out the back part of the bag, the concealed carry part of the bag. Let's move now to the one of the accessories I have, and that is the Maxpedition Janus pack. And I'll just go in some of the contents here. I'm going to unhook it. Of course, I have a couple of paracord bracelets and another thing of paracord that looks like a bracelet. It was actually one of the first ones we made. It's pretty wide, but it works quite well. I'm retired Navy, so I like the Navy colors. And then this one, which is just kind of our a more in-depth type one that we made, has got like a compass. It's got a reflector in it with a little bit of light. Then this becomes at night fluorescent. And then the back is like a signal mirror. It's got a whistle and a fire starter with it. And then in here I keep some quick tinders inside these Ranger bands. Move those off to the side. Now let's go ahead and go into the Janus pack. I took the I took the shock cord that was on this, and I actually attached it to the bottom of the bag because where I work at, like I said, I'm in an office, and so I use that for like if I want to attach an umbrella or an extra bottle of water to it. Let's go into the Janus pack now. This is kind of a clamshell design. Got some paracord. Got a little LED light. Got a small signal mirror. And then, as anybody, I got some rolls of duct tape and electrical tape just wrapped around an old credit card. Everybody, anybody who knows anything about preparedness knows Fox 40 whistle is awesome. And then you'd think me being retired Navy, I'd have knots down to a science, but I don't. I wasn't a boatswain's mate. I was electronics tech, but here's a thing here I actually found at Cabela's, I think it was, and this is just a card of all kinds of knots, which is kind of good to have. Okay, that takes care of the one side. Got a, call it a cheap little buck knife I keep in here, kind of more of a utility one. I don't care if I scar up or mess up too much. It's not a bad little knife, works all right. Got a knife sharpener here. This is a Smith's. It's got the ceramic and the carbide and a diamond tip on it. What's nice about this is this can be used as an awl also. Got a little screwdriver driver set. Pick this up. It's a magnifier, but it's got a little light on it. It's actually a little sewing magnifier. And then any of you who have visited the CountyCom website, of course, you could spend a fortune there, and I did. But there's a variety of little attachment things here that I use. Just have them in here. Some night eyes ties. Little tiny can opener. Little mini pry bar. And this little cleaning stick here. Then here's a little razor. That's about it in the Janus pack. You can pack quite a bit in there. I got some morale patches, no known drug allergies, and my blood type. All right, staying over on the side here. This is more for my pocket. This is a little wrap one. I just keep that in my pocket. Nice model from I believe it's Ontario. Forgot now. And then Fox pepper spray. This is just a little single carry of that. I do have a bigger one on another pouch that I sometimes carry here. And inside, or on the outside here of the Maxpedition Mongo, is another pouch. Here's just a basic fire kit. Got some dryer linen here, some jupe, and some fat wood. Some regular matches, waterproof matches, and a lighter. And in here should be some more of those waterproof, those I forget the name of them now, but they're a certain type of waterproof match. The things are really, really, really good. They're not your basic wooden match. That's all I have there on the side on that one pouch. And up here, Maxpedition calls this a phone pouch. Guess it could be a radio pouch. What I packed in this is I had a little Sony AM, FM, and weather band radio that doesn't have a speaker. You actually have earphones with it, which becomes the antenna, and I have those in another pouch. But this goes real nice, fits perfect, has a lockout so it won't mess anything up. Okay, something that my version of the Maxpedition Mongo didn't have, and I made a video of this, but Maxpedition now has the Mongo that comes with a handle. It's not as robust as this, so if you still want to put a better handle on, you can go to my YouTube video on that. But I went ahead and installed this handle on it. All right, let's go to the top. Open this up. Okay, got your basics here. I won't take all this out, but you got some chapstick, some lens cleaners, little tiny multi-tool. I do have a larger multi-tool that I sometimes put with this, but right now I don't have it in it. All the lights that I have, I've decided to go with. It's just a little solitaire AAA light, flashlight, and then of course another lighter on there. In here, got some instant coffee, throat lozenges, some SPF 24, and some DEET-free insect spray. Nicorette gum, because you can't always smoke, but you can get your nicotine one way or the other. Some sinus meds, and some drink mix. I think this is the Propel. Add if you got water that doesn't taste so good, or if you're like me. And then I also have a guess you could call it a smokeless or the electronic e-cigarette. Comb, some meds that I keep in here, and a business card. That's about it that goes in that. Right now you can see a couple of the morale patches I got. I don't know why I got this one, non-standard response NSR Solutions. Got, of course, American flag. For those of you who've seen my other videos, the tattoo on my arms of a tiger, I like that. And then, of course, since this is a MERS, I guess is what a lot of people call it, certified man bag. It's kind of stupid, but what the heck, they're fun to have, so, you know, gotta have fun with this stuff. It's not all doom and gloom, is it? Okay, we're going to turn this over. Right here is the water, and this will fit a full-size Nalgene bottle if you want that. I decided to go with, it's really a Berkey ceramic filter. It's the generic version that doesn't have their advertisement on it, but you know, if you're going to be anywhere where you got to use a get-home bag, you're going to want to have some sort of filter any water that you get. And luckily enough, in my get-home plan, there's 3 different ways that I would choose to go home. And with that, I do have water, whether it's in ponds or creeks. I guess that's one of the good things about Kentucky is even in the summer, there's quite a few creeks around and that sort of thing. So I do have that in case I need it. But I also at least keep 1 purified drinking water. This right here is a pint of it. with that. Okay, so that fits on the side. Like I said, this will fit a full-size Nalgene bottle, and what a lot of people do is it's got a little nice drain hole there in the bottom. What a lot of people do is they also put a stainless steel-like cooking cup around that, and that can be quite efficient. Okay, let's go up here to this other pouch. This is just a generic pouch that I bought. This is my electronics side with that. Remember I was telling you the weather AM FM radio that I had. Here's the antenna and earbuds for that. Shine that in there. See, that thing's pretty full up. But this right here is a headlamp, just a regular Energizer headlamp. Little mag light flashlight. AAA. Everything I have here that I use is AAA. And then this right here is just a little wand stick. And spare batteries. All AAA. Everything I tried to systemize this where I didn't have 30 different types of batteries in there. And then right here, this is a little power charger, a Rayovac power charger for a cell phone. It works pretty good. It'll get you about extra 15 minutes if you're fully empty on charge. That's about it for the electronic side. Now we're going to go into some of the side compartments. Let's lay some of that stuff out. So first off, on the Maxpedition Mongo, what I really like is that not only does it have storage right here, but it also can store up underneath there. Okay? So what I have stored here is some money and some copies of some of my IDs and things like that. And yeah, there's more than, I think I got like $50 or something in here. Also, got inside some Ranger bands. I got a roll of quarters, a few bucks worth of quarters just in case. Now we'll go into here. This right here, this little pouch. Keep a couple of contractors' bags or some thick garbage bags. Sleeping bag, little Mylar sleeping bag, Ameritech, and an emergency blanket. Move those out of the way. So that fits in there. And then, inside here is a toiletry kit. You know, the basics. Got some toilet paper in there. Some hand wipes, some dental floss, little washcloth, microfiber towel, whatever, then some toilet paper with some hand sanitizer in it. And then I just happen, because I don't want them to get nailed with light or anything, I've got these chlorine dioxide water purifier tablets that I put in there, and those are really good in case I'm really getting into some nasty water. These chlorine dioxide, or if my filter breaks. Okay. So that's what's in this pouch. Like I said, what's really nice about this, you can see that is that not only fits in the top, but it also fits in the side, as you can see. Okay? All right. Let's go here to this next outer pouch. And even though it's not winter, it's the middle of summer, I keep them in there. Foot warmers, hand warmers, I just leave them in. I'm not one of those people that constantly rotates their bag out every winter or summer or whatever. I try to just keep the gear in there, because what ends up happening is you forget to change it out. So, okay. Next, first aid. This is a pretty robust first aid kit. I'm not going to go through all the contents of it, but believe me, it is better than your basic type 1. I mean, I even got a Israeli bandage in there to stop some serious bleeding. I'd say this is, this, you ain't going to be able to doing surgery with it, but you could definitely get somebody stitched up and everything like that if something happened to you, you're coming in, if you needed to help somebody, or you needed to do that up yourself, which would not be fun. Okay. Of course, extra set of keys for the house, and got another just a little light here. There it is. I was wondering where it was. There's another pouch inside here. This Maxpedition Mongo has so many little sleeves and pouches and stuff like that. I swear, if you don't actually kind of look at what's in your bag every now and then, you're going to forget what y'all got in it. And I knew I had one of these because they're important, and that's a N95 mask. We all know what happened during 9/11. This is just your basic one, but I figured it would get me out of downtown, which would take me about, from where I work to get out of the main downtown area, take me about 1.5 miles or so. So there's the N95 bag. All right, let's go into the main compartment. Before we do, I've got some items here. Got a regular watch, analog watch. Got some extra Zippo fluid and one of those little peanut lighters from County Com. Got another light. Got a little whistle with a thermometer. Just some little doodads. Yeah, they add weight, but some of this stuff's kind of nice to have. All right, getting in here. Couple of Cliff bars for energy. Even though I'm only gonna possibly have to be gone a day max, maybe 12 hours if things were really bad, or if I got hurt a little bit where I wasn't walking. They say the average person walks about 2.5 miles per hour. If you're tired or you get hurt or you hurt your ankle or something like that, you're not going to be able to. So, or this is a truck bag, so sometimes Missy and I are farther away from home than 15 miles. If something happened, the goal for us is to bug in if we can. So to get back home, you may need some of this for more than just a few hours. So that's why I have some of that. Got some vacuum sealed pistachios, which I love. It's kind of heavy. May have to eat those later. Then some vacuum sealed beef jerky. Vacuum sealed, but still smell it. Interesting. All right, here I got some gloves, a couple pairs of socks, and right here is just a beanie. Like I said, I don't change mine out too much between winter and summer. Got here Silva compass. Has another signal mirror in it that I put in it. This is a pretty good compass. It's a Silva Ranger. It's got able to be used at night also. If you don't know how to use a compass and do basic navigation, you know, you could be, some of you may be thinking right now, well, hold it. If, you know, you got your plan or whatever, why in the world do you need a compass? Because, one, I carry this in my truck, and I may be not where I'm in an area that I'm all familiar. But second, you may not be taking the same route that you normally take. Got just a basic cheap poncho. God, I've had that for years. Works fine though. You do tend to sweat in those things though. They're not very breathable. And then here is the SOL Escape Bivy. This is the really good one. They're kind of expensive. I think they're about $45, but this is the breathable one. So, you know, unless you're out in the middle of, you know, minus 30 or something, this will tend to keep you warm if you can get a little fire going. And then I just got a spork in there. Nice little tool. And there was one more pouch that I didn't see or had initially forgot about, but when I was talking about my compass, one of the things that I have is maps of the area. So right here, got a map, Louisville, Kentucky, and also the state of Kentucky highway map. It's important to know where you're at. And then in here, got a little admin pouch. These Maxpedition hook and loops work well. So, you know, got your basic notepads. I got a Write in the Rain notepad, Write in the Rain pen, a couple of different pens, a little mini Sharpie marker, a highlighter, another little, just your basic stuff. Like I said, so, you know, I keep this in my truck, so a lot of times this stuff comes in handy even for everyday carry. So, you know, that's why I've kind of comboed it. Let me just move this here. Okay, so we're getting things, this is pretty much it. This is, I'll just kind of slide some of this stuff over. So this is my everyday carry or get home bag. I know I've comboed it, I know there's a difference. But this is all the stuff that's in there. You're probably wondering, oh my God, what does all this stuff weigh? With the pistol, the ammunition, and that pry bar and the knives, this thing comes in at 24 pounds. A little bit over, 24.2 pounds exactly. And that's where I think the limits of this Maxpedition Mongo may be. And I've used it on some hiking and I've tested it, and you know, an over-the-shoulder bag is not optimal to me for this much weight. Is it uncomfortable? No, it was not. But is it comfortable? It is not comfortable like wearing a day pack, a nice day pack with a belt. I have a camelback for that. Trying to think here. I think it's a camelback called the Expedition. That I've also put all this stuff in, but it's just so hard to beat the organizational capabilities of the Maxpedition bag. So I may look at something different. I know it's black, so that can tend to look a little tactical. And they say if a situation happens and you need to get home, you want to be, gray man. Um, what I noticed before I bought this, so a lot of folks downtown have black bags that they're carrying around and different things like that. So I don't really think this looks too tactical. Of course, with some of the morale patches and stuff like that on, it may. But for me, it seems to work. This is everything that I put in it. If you have any other suggestions, please put in the comments of anything you think I might need to go in there, or maybe something I don't need. You may think that I don't need it. But this is primarily for an urban get home bag. So I work downtown, got about 15 miles I got to walk to get home if something happens where I can't use my truck. So that's about it. Thanks for watching. Post any comments, and if you like the videos, please subscribe to the Viper Bite Network. Other than that, be safe out there, have fun, and enjoy life. Take care.